What's up, Adidas? My name is Alex. I would make an excellent ULAA Adidas intern because I have organizational, time management, and leadership skills. I am driven and passionate about sports. My background is in accounting. I will get my bachelor's degree in accounting from the State University of New York at Oswego in May, and I am entering the University of Louisville as a full-time MBA student. I believe that a background in accounting coupled with an MBA will make me a well-versed business person. Going to a Division I university has always been a goal of mine, especially one that competes for championships year in and year out. I'm proud to be a Cardinal and excited for this opportunity. As a kid, I always dreamed about being a fan in the student section at Division I football and basketball games, so to be able to live that will be awesome. The three areas that I am interested in applying to are academic services, compliance, and championship and special events. During my college career, I was a baseball player at Rutgers Newark for 2 years, then I transferred to SUNY Oswego and played soccer my junior year. Also during my junior year, I had my first real-world internship experience. As an audit intern at Fuss Charles Chambers, I learned the importance of organization and time management. Our soccer season was coming to a close when I started my internship with FCC. I put a desk calendar in my workspace and wrote down every assignment that I had for the semester, along with soccer practices and games. This helped me to stay on track with assignments and keep in mind when I would potentially be out of town for a game. I took this strategy into my work at FCC and created folders of all the clients that I was working on. This way, if a supervisor ever came to me with a question, I would have the answer for him on hand. My next learning experience came as an internal audit intern for Biogen. While working full-time on the IA team, primarily as a Sarbanes-Oxley internal control tester, I became better at organizing and managing time by prioritizing. I would often be working on several processes at one time, so prioritizing became instrumental in getting quality work done on time. Each process was assigned a time budget, so depending on how much time was left in the budget and the amount of documentation that I could use to perform my task, I chose what process to work on to first submit to my supervisor. I maintained trackers for time, follow-up, and completion status. I also best utilized my supervisor's time by batching questions. Going through documentation, I collected a lot of questions, and instead of asking them every other minute to my supervisor, I wrote them down, and when she had a moment, we could go through them. Sometimes I could even answer my own questions, so this utilized both of our times more efficiently. I am extremely passionate about sports. Sports have been a huge part of my life. I've played or watched all that there is, and I love to be around the game. In high school, I played soccer, basketball, and baseball. In college, I was a baseball and soccer player. In high school, I captained all three of my sports teams. I was lucky to have the teammates that I did, and extremely grateful to be able to lead them and have the success that we experienced. I'm also grateful to be a coach for youth sports teams in the town that I live in. I truly enjoy being able to support and encourage the kids in sports, school, and life. Being a coach is one of the most rewarding experiences of my life. I was once in their shoes, so being able to help them the way that I was helped means a lot to me. I think that being a former student athlete and current coach will help me to relate to these student athletes, and I can show them the strategies that I use to stay on top of everything going on in sports and at school. I also think that my exposure as an auditor will give me an advantage on the compliance team. Knowing how to be compliant with certain rules and regulations. I also think that in the NCAA specifically, to be able to learn their bylaws and academic and athletic eligibility rules would be a really cool thing to learn. To close, I think I would be an asset to the Adidas team. This internship opportunity would be a very meaningful experience to me. Working in sports is something that I have always aspired for. Thank you for your time and your consideration.